Hey guys, the Enpiecey here with some rather disappointing news. On June 2nd, 2015, Warner Brothers and Turbine announced that Infinite Crisis has stopped development and that the game will close down on August 14th. And considering most of this series has been on Infinite Crisis, I'm really disappointed to say I'm going to have to cancel the Crash Course series on this game. There is 2 months left before the game shuts down completely, but considering I haven't ventured into rank at all due to the lack of requirements and that I'm only account level 12 out of a possible 50, I don't see myself reaching a maximum level compared to low level play. I'm really disappointed to say this because I've grown to love this game. It's become my go-to comparative to League of Legends for most people, and I've had so much fun playing it with other friends. But I completely understand the decision. I know the game hasn't had the biggest fan base, and I don't know how much money it's made since beta and since it launched back in late March. Yeah, to excuse my tone a bit. Despite that it's a free-to-play game, and I should know better considering the low-profile games like this, but it was a game I really enjoyed, and I'm sad to see it go. What this means for my Crash Course series, though, is that I'll be looking for something else to try in the future, try to get recordings of that and make a new series. For the meantime, I will continue to play Infinite Crisis, and I'll be uploading raw footage of my games on the channel from time to time. I also plan to do one final video recorded the night of closing to show my final game, my final progress in it. And I might possibly do a last day stream leading up to that. That's all I can really say on the subject, though. We'll spend a bit of time to share with you my disappointment and sadness, because the team actually put up an imager page of all the stuff they still had in progress, and it's a real nice collection. I'm sad to see it. So first, they had Deadshot was one of their biggest new champions. He was next to be released, probably within a month or two. They had him rigged up. They had a model with 2 skins. They also surprisingly had a nearly finished rig for Constantine. That's surprising to me because he's never been the biggest profile DC character, but it's really popular with a lot of people. They had a dark side model finished, but no kit. They had a bunch of skins. They had Black Canary that just started development. She had a really early model. They had Deathstroke was nearly finished. He was a popular character that a lot of people in the community heard was leaked and said was next. They had a Gorilla Grodd that was still pretty early, mostly just a model. They had the Huntress, which would have been fun. It's really highly requested, supposedly, and pretty much waiting on art assets and a portrait. And what surprised me the most is John Stewart, the other Green Lantern, is actually going to be playable. They were actually considering bringing in other Green Lanterns into the game. They had a new Harley Quinn, because multiverse. The Arcane Harley Quinn, I'm not sure what she would have been, but she looks interesting, to say the least. And despite having 2 Robins already, they already said they were going to have Nightwing and Red Hood done. Nightwing was nearly completed with they even had an intro picture of him riding in on a motorcycle. They also had an early Red Hood model done. So it was a early Scarecrow model, some more costumes. They had apparently a storybook themed skin set coming out, as well as a Blackest Night skin set. Also had General Zod, which I thought was hilarious. I mean, looked more like the old movie Zod than the new one, and definitely not like the Injustice Zod. And Atomic Supergirl, which kind of looks more like a Zod lackey than a Supergirl. And a pistol and armor and everything. And Arcane Zatanna was a mage with an owl. Don't know how that works exactly. And yeah, the rest were just skins. And oh, I guess they also had Raven rigged up as well. I got close to done. That would have been cool too, especially to see see a finished Teen Titans team in game. And yep, Dexstar was actually confirmed, which I saw one of their promo shots. I assumed Dexstar was going to be coming up at some point. And a Nightmare Catwoman that looks like some kind of Egyptian god thing. A Mecha Lex Luthor. Just seeing the screenshot now is hilarious. It's basically a tank with arms and a floating Lex Luthor head. And Mecha Deathstroke, because the game loves its multiverse with weird implications. Be putting up screenshots of all this in the video, so don't worry about missing out on the visuals. That's all I really have to show on that for now, but as I promise, I'll be getting more Infinite Crisis videos out soon, as well as a final video in the future and a final stream. And let me know what other games you'd like to see for a series, for a crash course, because I need a void to fill with this game. I need something to get good at. But for the time being, that's all I can say. It's the Enpiecey signing off.